I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Gridiron Warriors take the field in an epic battle that is larger than life. It is called Texas high school football. Only one show can bring the greatest sport from the greatest state into focus. Lone Star Gridiron.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com. If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, winch outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. With 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart, Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com. or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
If you are having automotive issues, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 7000 FM 1327 Suite 4 in Austin, Texas. Head mechanic and owner Alex Juarez has over 30 years of experience. From diagnostics to AC repair and brakes, to rebuilding engines and transmissions, Car Care Automotive is the place to go to get you off your feet and your car back on the street. Call 512-945-8105 for more information. Kent Riddle Properties has been the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast since 2020, and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion Sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern's cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride sports broadcast. Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to kreitzmarket.com. That's www.kreitzmarket.com.
Working hand in hand with the community to keep our Lions safe. This school year, Lockhart ISD is launching Lion Guard, a community watch program in which individuals can apply to volunteer and be a positive presence on the campuses for students while also monitoring and checking for any potential safety concerns. All Lion Guard volunteers must undergo a criminal background check and will participate in civilian response to active shooter events training and Stop the Bleed training. Anyone who is interested is welcome to apply. Go to the Lockhart ISD website and from the menu tab click on Parents and scroll down to hit the Volunteer in LISD. Join the Pride of Lockhart tab and sign up. Attention parents of all young athletes. Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Then join us at Lions Legacy, where our dedicated and experienced coaches provide free group training sessions to help you improve your skills and reach your full potential. We also offer low-cost private and sports-specific training as well. But that's not all. By joining our Legacy program, you'll have access to camps, scholarships, community events, team building exercises, tutoring, and more throughout your school and athletic career. So come be a part of something special and start building your legacy today. Join us at Lions Legacy and let's take your game to the next level. For more info, go to www.lionslegacy.org or call us at 512-200-2005. Go Lions!
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 photo booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guest will remember forever. Here at Ritchie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating, we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
If you're looking for a custom-made tumbler for yourself or as a gift, from pro sports, college, high school and inspirational tumblers, here at Shimmer Me Tumblers we can create what you're looking for. We can create just about any design or style to give your tumbler a one-of-a-kind look. So, look no further than Shimmer Me Tumblers, designed by Blanca and Emilio Juarez. You can find us on Facebook and on TikTok. Or you can email us at shimmermetumblers0@gmail.com.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Ripito. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
Are set up for an onside kick, and that's what's going to happen. That one's going to be a high kick, and that was going to be picked up.
Number 11.
That's
By
Dickens.
Dickens.
That's Dickens,
And
and
he's
he's gonna
bringing it
take
all the
it.
way back, and he'll take it into the end zone for a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Ashton Dickens,
And talking
Lockhart
about-
quarterback with the kickoff return for a touchdown.
That one's going to be hit hard up the middle towards center field and out of here for a 2-run shot.
Run the slot team.
Yeah, it's going to be a sort of a long pooch kick as Quavon Reese will field it right around the 17-yard line.
All right.
They'll bring it up the middle. Got one person to beat. The kicker's left to beat, and Quavon Reese down the far sideline into the end zone for the Lockhart Lions touchdown.
Have a 1-0 advantage, and that one's going to be swung on and hit towards right field. That's going to find the gap out in right center field, and that's going to be out of here as Contreras will lead the game off with an opposite field home run. And here comes Plowman. He loses the dribble. That one's going to be stolen by Ashton Dickens all by himself. And the dunk from Dickens.
And we are back from the Lockhart line timeout as we all set up 4th down and 7. That's going to be a handoff to Gonzalez. He goes around the right side, got some room to run, cuts it off to the outside, into the end zone for another Lockhart Lion touchdown. This one from 33.
Welcome to today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by our main sponsor, Kent Riddle Properties. Now let's take you to the stadium with the Lions Pride Sports broadcast crew. From his home studio, Kent Riddle is the QA, the football analyst, the coach Amato Galvez, TD Tom Dunn with color commentary, and in his 10th season as the voice of Lockhart Lions Sports, Emilio the Sarge Juarez.
All right, and welcome to today's 7th grade A team district championship game between the Lockhart Lions and the Miller Diamondbacks. Want to welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, a special broadcast for 7th grade district championship game. Coach, it's the second year that they've had this district championship in Lockhart's district, and so far things are looking good for Lockhart as they've won a couple of district championships last year, and they're looking to add another one this year as the 7th grade A team will be hosting the Miller Diamondbacks. Yesterday we saw the B team take on the Goodnight Rattlers, and the 7th grade B team came out victorious 20-14, and Lockhart's trying to make a sweep of it for 7th grade. And once again, welcome everybody to the broadcast. My name is Emilio Sarge Juarez. Going to be bringing you all the live play-by-play action. The man to the left of me is going to be doing the color commentary. And our football analyst for Friday Night Football, the coach, Amato Galvez. Welcome, Coach. How you doing today?
Thank you. Looking forward to a great football game. These two, I'm sure Miller's bringing a very good football team. And we have a very good football team in Lockhart, the 7th grade A team. Undefeated this year. And I'm sure Miller's going to bring a fight, and they're going to put up a good fight, and hopefully the Lockhart Lions will be able to pull it out. You know, it's funny, every game I've seen with the 7th grade A team, usually it's a running clock the second half. So let's see what happens today. Running clock meaning that the game's already out of hand, and they just want to finish the game and keep the clock running.
Yeah, and that usually comes at of course, both coaches will have to agree to that. But it's going to be a good one as Miller comes in with a good streak, good record. But as you mentioned, Coach, 7th grade A team undefeated so far at this point, and looking to take home this team's first district championship with the victory tonight. Of course, Miller looking to play the spoiler and take back the district championship back to Miller Middle School.
Kudos to Coach Boyd, who not only he's not lost a game this year, but last year he did not lose the game as being the 8th grade football coach. Yeah. And this year he moved down to coach 7th grade, and he's still undefeated. Hadn't lost a game in 2 years. Good job, Coach Boyd. Keep up the good work.
Of course, Lockhart Lions has the juggernaut by the name of number 28, DeMonte Anthony, who's been the workhorse for the Lockhart Lions all season long. And I don't expect any less from him today. I expect probably even more from him today, especially the magnitude of this football game with a district title at stake.
Well, it's funny because one of the games, I can't remember who it was against, but He touched the ball 4 times, scored 4 touchdowns, and then they took him out the second half.
And right now he's at midfield, captain for the Lockhart Lions, along with Joel Garcia.
He's been begging coach to let him play on defense, get more playing time.
As for the Miller Rattlers, or it's the Diamondbacks, if I'm correct.
Yes,
Coach? All right,
Diamondbacks.
Diamondbacks. That's number 5, Trayson Mayberry, one of their captains, and number 1, Braylon Thomas, the other. And it looks like the Lockhart Lions will be kicking the ball away, and the Rattlers will be receiving the opening kickoff. The Rattlers will be defending the south end zone, and they'll be going right to left, while the Lockhart Lions will be defending the left end zone, or the north end zone, and they'll be going left to right.
Quick shout out to 2 faithful listeners that are already watching, tuning in, is Jessica Whitaker and Mr. Mark Estrada.
Oh, yes. Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Estrada, Mrs. Whitaker, Christy Ramirez, Gilbert Ruiz, Joshua Russell, looking for an exciting football game here at Lions Field. Great temperature. This great temperature to play football, Coach.
Yes,
it's not too hot, not too cold.
Good football weather.
Excellent football weather. And, of course, along with the broadcast here today, sitting in the middle and doing the video for us, it's Jacob Reyna, who's done an outstanding job for us. Of course, last night we had Warren coming in here to do
Warren Giannis.
Yeah, Warren Giannis to do the video for us. He did an excellent job, a freshman. So we look forward to having him for 3 more years. As for Jacob, this is his senior year, so it's his swan song, so to say. And he's going to be doing the video for us, making sure that you get the best video throughout tonight's district championship game between the Lockhart Lions and the Miller Diamondbacks as we get set to kick this one away.
Kicking off with the Lockhart Lions, number 6.
That's going to be Eloy Suarez. You notice, Coach, the last couple of seasons, few years, it's either been an Ocampo or a Suarez doing the kicking for the Lions. Well, of course, we got Estrada for the freshman group, so that breaks it up a little bit right there. And this one's going to be kicked off. It'll be a short pooch kick. It's going to take a bounce. It'll be fielded at the 34-yard line.
Good tackle by number 38. Covered. He tackled the guy. He's already down. But
that's Carlo Rocha.
First and 10 Diamondbacks. We do play 8-minute quarters.
And, of course, last night the 7th grade B team took home the district championship for Lockhart with a 20-14 victory. It looked like it was going to be an easy one, Coach, but the Rattlers of Good Night.
Yeah, the Good Night came to play.
Came back with the last 2 minutes of the game where they were able to score 2 touchdowns, but unable to get that third elusive one as the Lions were able to hold them off.
We tried to say good night to them, and they wouldn't.
They weren't. We ain't going nowhere.
They weren't ready for bed. They weren't ready to go down.
All right, so here we go. First play of the district championship game for 7th grade B A-team action. That's going to be a low snap. Going to get past the quarterback. It'll be scooped up by the running back, and he'll be on the chase as Carlo Rocha will make the tackle.
Number 38.
For a huge loss back down to the 14-yard line. It'll be second and 30. Yeah, second and 30 coming up.
Second and very long.
Yeah, quarterback for the Miller Diamondbacks is number 1, Braylon Thomas. That one just went right through him. Very low snap, and the running back had to scoop it up, had nowhere to go.
Tough way to start the game for the Miller Diamondbacks.
The running back was DeKalen Van Zant, number 10. So here we go. Second down and 30 coming up after the fumble. Or the bad snap. Dropping back to throw. Throwing deep down the far right side. And that one's going to be just outside the stretched arms of number 5, Trayson Mayberry.
A little bit overthrown. Good coverage by number 3 for the Lockhart Lions.
Yeah, it's going to be Charles Johnson. I don't know. That was good. As you mentioned, Coach, that was a great throw. Trayson just stopped running for it and had to take a leap at the last second and ended up missing it. But I tell you what, if he was still on the move, he would. Thomas would have caught him in stride. So that's going to bring up third down and 20, or third down and 30, excuse me. So Thomas in shotgun formation, once again dropping back. Throws right over the middle. That one's going to be intercepted, and that's going into, great job by Thomas to come up and make the stop. But great job by number 4, Malachi Reese. Comes up with a big interception. Gets down inside the 10-yard line to the 9, and the Lockhart Lions are knocking on the door of 6.
Great job by number 4 playing the linebacker position. Kept his eyes on the quarterback and saw where he was throwing and got there and got the interception.
Oh, yeah, Malachi Reese, the younger brother of Quavon Reese, who's no stranger to interceptions himself in the varsity level. So the Lockhart Lions will trot out onto the field for their first play of the first quarter. And number 28, DeMonte Anthony in the backfield with Waylon Johnson at quarterback. Anthony offset to the right side. And DeMonte will get the handoff, and he's going to be man in the backfield. And he'll fall forward for about 3 yards, so great job by Anthony.
Somebody from Miller stepped up and caused a pile.
I believe that one's going to be number. I didn't catch his number. Their numbers are kind of faded a little bit on the Miller Diamondbacks.
Yeah, especially with the white background.
Yes. But great job by the front line. That's going to make it second down and go from the 6-yard line. Yeah, 6-yard line. And it'll go back to Johnson. He'll pitch it out to Anthony. Anthony will go around the right side, puts his shoulder down, and inside the pylon for a touchdown. And Lockhart takes the lead 6-0 with 5:52 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter.
Great run there by that young man.
So after the interception by Malachi Reese, all it took was 2 plays, and the Lockhart Lions are on the board 6-0. So the Lockhart Lions going to go for the extra point conversion. Of course, anywhere else, this is going for 2, but in junior high, this is going for 1.
Waylon Johnson takes the snap from center.
Throws it over into the end zone, and that's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was number 15, Alexander Gutierrez. So that's how this score is going to stand, 6-0. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
We know it can be hard to follow a dream, even harder to sustain one. However, at Changing Faces Barber Academy, we not only understand, but welcome those walking the path of their reveries. We make it our purpose to teach beyond just a skill set of cutting hair. In fact, we want to help with communication dexterity, give you the abilities to not only build clientele, but to be able to build off one. A good barber is the customer service he or she gives. And that is the mission here at Changing Faces Barber Academy. If you are interested in making a career of becoming a barber, you can visit our website at cfbarberacademy.com or stop on by at 900 Bug Lane Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas.
All right, we're back. We just had the kickoff, and it was fielded right around the 30, and right away the runner ran out of bounds. That was number 11.
And Joel Garcia was there to kind of help force him out of bounds.
Well, number 11 is not on the roster. We do have a roster for the Miller Diamondbacks. It says 7th grade, but it also says 8th grade on there as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the 8th graders playing 7th grade football. I'd like to give a shout out to Larry Rodriguez Jr., Deborah Ortiz, Anthony Tobias, Marlene Hernandez Lopez, Darrell Thomas, and Vanessa Maria. Thank you for joining us.
And so they'll have the ball at the 34-yard line to start.
Yeah, 1st and 10. Thomas at shotgun formation. Dropping back, looking towards right, throws it deep. And that one's going to be caught at the 36-yard line. And that one's going to be fumbled. Oh, they're going to mark him down.
Looks like they're going to say he's down by contact.
Great job from Thomas to Mayberry reception. And the Diamondbacks are in action now. as they have the ball down at the 26-yard line in Lion territory.
And that ball goes for 40 yards.
Quarterback has a very good arm.
And they missed out on a play earlier in the first quarter, Coach. They come right back to it, and this time it's an absolute strike.
And that was good concentration shown by the receiver there to watch that ball in and make the catch. Thrown a little short, he had to come back for it. See if Lockhart defense can stiffen up here.
1st and 10.
Pistol formation. They'll hand it off to the running back. Coming around the back. Heads out towards the right side.
Oh,
got
good
the
run.
edge. And finally knocked out of bounds by Malachi Reese. But now before he gets inside the 10 to the 5. And the Diamondbacks are knocking on the door of 6.
And that's the same man that was out at receiver, number 10 for the Diamondbacks. DeKalen Van Zant is how he's listed.
Actually, they're going to have him stepping out of bounds at the 9. But nonetheless, the Diamondbacks still knocking on the door of 6.
Coach Boyd gets some fresh bodies in at D-line.
As Hunter Smith hustles to the sideline. You got to love that from an offensive line coach. Once again, pistol formation. 1st and goal to go from the 9.
Okay.
And nothing doing as it'll be a handoff, but the Lions are right there in the backfield to come up with a big stop.
TD, look at the size of their tackles, offensive tackles.
These some big boys. That was Carlo Rocha coming in from his outside linebacker position to make that stop for a loss. They'll lose 3 on the play.
I tell you what, the San Marcos Rattlers coaching staff is looking at these guys, and they're like, I can't wait to get my hands on these guys when they get to varsity.
And you're going to have Miller and Goodnight.
They had Goodnight had some good stout defensive linemen out there also. So 2nd down and goal to go from the 12. As the Diamondbacks are resetting.
Well, they'll have a penalty there.
Yeah, should have been a penalty.
Didn't throw it.
Didn't throw it, no.
And going around the right side, and Malachi Reese with a big hit.
And San Marcos had a man moving towards the line of scrimmage at the snap, but it is 7th grade, so.
And talking about Anthony wanting to play defense, there he goes,
There
Coach.
he goes. Yeah, he's begging Coach Boyd there for a while. Asking to go in. Put me in, Coach.
Well, he did a great job at safety for us in CFPO.
So it is 3rd down and goal to go from the 9. We got 3:36 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter. Thomas will get the snap, drops back, decides to run around towards the left side. Got some room to run.
Oh.
And he'll get into the end zone just inside the pylon for a Rattler or Diamondback touchdown.
And Thomas is quick, just like we talk about all the time. Football's a game of angles. Several Lockhart Lions thought they had a beat on him there, but didn't take the right angle as he was just a step faster than everybody and gets to the corner. Speed kills.
Yes, it does. Especially when they have it and you don't.
Oh, yes.
Lockhart does have some speed on this team as well. Just have to work on taking those right angles.
And so with 3:24 left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter, the Diamondbacks have an opportunity to take the lead with this extra point try. And chances are, if it worked the first time, it might work the second time. I wouldn't doubt if we'll see another quarterback run around the left side. Well, they'll go to the right side this time, and nothing doing as DeMonte Anthony is on that side. And when you got speed on the offense, you don't run towards the speed on the defense, and that's exactly what happened.
We got somebody faster than you are.
And the 1-point conversion is no good. So with 3:18 left to go, it is Miller Diamondback 6, Lockhart Lions 6. And we'll go in and keep it right here. Of course, we had a great night of junior high football last night as the B team for the Lockhart Lions took the district championship as they defeated the Goodnight Rattlers 20-14. Of course, tonight we got the A team district championship for 7th grade football. Lockhart Lions versus Miller Diamondbacks.
And we've had twice as many scores in half the time here in this game today as yesterday. The Lions took a whole quarter with the ball before they were able to score. 2 touchdowns being scored here with under 4 minutes gone out of the first quarter.
And then tomorrow we got our sub-varsity game of the week as the Lockhart Lions will host the Kerrville Tybee Antlers in freshman football action. And then Friday night, the big game, win and you're in the playoffs as the Lockhart Lions look to beat the Kerrville Tybees for the first time ever, 2 games in a row. And the Kerrville Tybee Antlers will be coming into Lions Field looking for revenge after last year's defeat against the Lockhart Lions and an onside kick, and that's going to be recovered by Lockhart.
No.
Looked like number 8.
They're giving it to Lockhart.
Yes.
Number 8 was able to wrestle the ball away from him. That's going to be Thomas Ojeda out there.
Same thing we saw last night, TD. They try to pick it up instead of falling on the football.
And Thomas Ojeda does a good job of wrestling that ball away and keeping it for his offense. And they'll have great starting field position right by the LL logo.
I can't remember what defensive lineman said it, but he said when there's a dog pile for a fumble recovery that the possession usually changes about 2 to 3 times before the referee even gets down there.
And if you're ticklish, you're not gonna be able to hold on to the football.
And just like yesterday, Ojeda was the second man there, and he was able to get a hold of it.
So here we go, first down and 10 for the Lions at the 49-yard line in Lion territory. Johnson at shotgun formation. Anthony offset to his left side. And they'll give it to Anthony. He'll go cut it right up the middle, bounce out to the far side. He's got nothing but green turf on the left side. And great job and great pursuit by number 5, Trayson Mayberry, with the angle coming up with the tackle.
And nevertheless, that'll move the chains for the Lions and put the ball into plus territory. They'll have the ball down the 29-yard line, a fresh set of downs. And Johnson will come to the side, get the play from Coach Boyd, and go let his team know.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 30 on a great run by Anthony, which was probably designed to run towards this side, the near side. Took it back towards the far sideline and picked up some great yards out there.
I'm just surprised he got caught.
I know. All right, same formation for the Lions. First and 10. Johnson gets the snap. Look to toss it to Anthony. Has to roll around to his right. And great job by the lineman of the defensive lineman of the Diamondbacks coming up with a big sack.
It looked like maybe a little miscommunication there as Johnson expected to hand the ball off, and Anthony ran a flare route, which kind of left Johnson back there by himself, and he had to try to figure out what to do with it. It could have been intended to be a pass play, but San Marcos' penetration breaks it up before it could be.
So that's going to bring up second and about 18. And this Lockhart Lions offense is very capable of picking up 18 or more yards on one play. As this one's going to be tossed to Anthony. He'll take it right up the middle.
That's a little shovel pass or pitch almost.
And he's going to be brought down at the 36.
So he'll pick up a couple, but they'll still have 20 yards to go for a first down here on third down. Call it 19 yards.
And we are about 1 minute left to go here in the Changing Faces Academy first quarter.
1 minute and counting.
The Lions break the huddle. They'll have 2 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Anthony in the backfield, offset to the left side of Johnson. Johnson will get the snap. Throws a quick out, and that one's going to be downed as the receiver's knee was on the turf.
He gave him the catch, but not the forward progress.
And that's going to bring up fourth down and call it 12.
There's number 8, Nick.
That's
Thomas Ojeda with the reception.
Fourth down.
And he is the younger brother of Nick Ojeda.
Who I was about to ask that. A great baseball player.
Thomas is also a great baseball player as well. He pitches and can play really anywhere in the infield you put him.
Yeah, unfortunately, as soon as he made the catch, his knee was on the turf, and the clock is going to run down. We'll hit zeros. So after 1 quarter of play, it is Lockhart Lions 6, Miller Diamondbacks 6. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with your Shields AC and Heating second quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Shields AC and Heating is a small family-owned business located here in Lockhart, Texas. You can count on us for all your air conditioning and heating repairs. Here at Shields AC and Heating we service commercial and residential HVAC system as well as refrigeration, ice machines and walk-in coolers. So, if you're in need of commercial or residential AC repairs, you can count on Shields AC and Heating to be there for you by calling us at 512-227-1219. We take pride in your comfort.
All right, and we're back right here for the Shields AC and Heating second quarter here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. As both teams have switched sides, and the Lockhart Lions do have the ball, but it is 4th down and 11 from the 31-yard line in Diamondback territory. Johnson in shotgun formation. It'll bounce right back to him. He'll have to fall right on top of it, and the Lions are going to turn the ball over on downs. And the Diamondbacks come up with a big stop.
And that's one thing that can kill you, the exchange from center to quarterback. That's the start of every play, and it's got to be clean.
And that was one of those mishaps where it looked like the football was going to bounce right back to Johnson, but it just hit a dead spot, and it stopped. And Johnson, the only play he had was to fall on top of it. So the Diamondbacks will have the ball, 1st down and 10 at the 35-yard line. This will be their first play of the second quarter. Thomas will drop back, looks to throw, will tuck it in, and he'll take off running. Nice stiff arm, breaks through an arm tackle, and finally swung out of bounds by Malachi Reese. And a big first down for the Diamondbacks.
Good run by the quarterback.
Yeah, he's a good runner. He's shifty and he's got good speed.
A good strength, had a nice stiff arm right around the 32-yard line. So break it out to the outside and pick up the big first down.
Now we've seen all year what speed can do on one of these junior high teams as we've watched DeMonte Anthony kind of just run over or run past everybody they've played. This may be one of the first players that we've seen that can kind of match that speed a bit.
Speed for speed. That'll be 1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line. The running back will shift over to the left side. Dropping back, looking to throw down the right side. Got the receiver down there, but great coverage out there by number 3, Charles Johnson III.
Great job.
Was right on him, got up, tried to high point the ball and got in the way just enough. But that's the second time they go deep downfield to number 5. He's not a big fella, but he seems to have a knack for kind of getting open downfield.
That's an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Of course, he's wearing that untucked shirt. Makes him look like he's about 4 feet of torso and 1 foot of legs.
2nd and 10 for the Diamondbacks.
A little bit of motion. They're going to blow the play dead, and that's going to be false start on the running back. That'll move them back 5.
It looked like he was a little fast there.
Just a little bit. Do want to thank everybody for tuning in, especially if you're a Lockhart Lion fan or a Diamondback fan. I want to thank y'all, welcome y'all to the broadcast. Hope y'all enjoy it. It is 6-6, all tied up here in the changing phase or the Shields AC and Heating second quarter. 7:35 left to go. We're only 25 seconds into the second quarter, and we've already had about 6 plays.
I think they might be lined up off sides on offense. Doesn't call it.
Well, dropping back, looking to throw. He'll tuck the ball in and run around the near side once again. And he's finally going to be chased out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
Good pass rush there. Number 59? Yes.
Yeah, that's number 59 on the rush. That's going to be not listed.
Wow.
And I'm looking along the sidelines. Actually, I don't see a 58 standing on the sidelines.
So more than likely, that's probably going to be him, Josiah Galvan.
Yeah, he may have torn that 58 jersey, and they had to replace it. And yet again, we see the Lions kind of take too steep of an angle on this quick quarterback for San Marcos. That's going to bring up third down and call it 7.
Going back to the quarterback, dropping back, throwing, got the receiver out there, just overthrew him. And once again, out there on the coverage, Charles Johnson III, as well as number 5, Joel Garcia.
Brings up a 4th down.
So Lockhart secondary here giving them a pretty big cushion, which can keep them in front of you, but you got to turn and start running with them. We've seen several plays here where they were kind of caught with their feet out of place and receivers ran by them. They'll have to tighten that up a bit.
So that's going to make it 4th down and 7.
And they bring their speedy receiver number 5 back into the game, Trayson Mayberry.
Now the Diamondbacks will have 3 receivers up top. Mayberry all by himself here at the bottom, being guarded by Charles Johnson. And they're turning to look to go to Johnson. And once again, that one's going to be overthrown. A little bit of miscommunication between the quarterback and the receiver. Receiver looking for pass interference, but that was way uncatchable.
Yeah, he came inside and the quarterback threw it deep.
Yeah, and he's going to need about 20 more steps to be able to catch that one, so definitely an uncatchable ball.
And that'll be a turnover on downs, and the Lockhart Lions will get the ball back 1st and 10 at midfield.
And that's pretty close to where they started their last drive, but 1 yard difference. And Lions were able to convert that one into points.
So with 6:24 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter, the Lions come out. They'll go straight to the line with 2 receivers up top, 2 to the bottom. Anthony offset to the right side of Johnson. Man in motion. It'll be a jet sweep to Joel Garcia around the right side. Great blocking on the edge. Big block by Anthony. And Garcia racing down the far right side before he gets tripped up. And he'll be down at the 21-yard line. And a big 1st down for the Lions.
And you can throw a big flapjack on DeMonte Anthony's plate as he picked up a pancake block out there on the edge.
Is there a flag?
There's a flag back here at the 47-yard line in line territory. It's going to be holding on the Lions.
And
so big run, big run by Garcia will be wiped away.
And that will have been probably right out there on that edge where he first made the corner.
I'm pretty sure they'll come back to that play here later on today. That was a big run by Garcia. Big blocks on the edge. And, of course, Anthony with a huge block.
And so they'll pick up, and it'll be 1st down and 20 at the 40. We'll have 4 wide receivers.
Yeah, same setup. 2 up top, 2 to the bottom.
Oh.
And it'll be an offsides on the defense.
They make contact.
And they'll get 5 of those penalty yards back on the hard count.
So instead of 1st and 20, it'll make it 1st and 15.
And we've seen it on all levels, as we said yesterday, from the 7th grade B team to the varsity. Lockhart used that hard count to buy 5 yards whenever they need it, and it works on all levels. Johnson executing it well there.
So once again, same setup. Johnson getting the snap, handing it off to DeMonte up the middle, and great job by the line.
Good tackle.
Number 14 coming up with the big stop.
And it looked like number 77 for Lockhart, Leland Smith, may have got the worst of that one as Anthony ran into his back.
That's a 2-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 13. The clock continues to move. That's something we haven't seen so far today, Coach and TD, is a big run by Anthony. Great job by the Diamondbacks. Not containing him, but
corralling him.
Yeah, corralling him. Put it that way, yeah. This time Anthony's offset to the left side of Johnson, and there'll be a toss to Anthony, and he'll take it back across the field.
Oh.
Stiffs arm a defender, gets out the way, and finally going to be brought down inside of Rattler Diamondback territory at the 31-yard line. It'll be a big first down for the Lions.
And we got a really late flag at the end, so it looked like there could have been a hold during the play. We had number 5 on number 5, and then towards the end it got a little extracurricular towards the end and looked like that's what persuaded the ref to throw it.
If anything, it should have been off both teams should have been penalized.
Yeah, all illegal block in the back is what they're calling. So they're going to mark it back.
And that's one of those mistakes you can't afford either, especially the play's gone to the other side of the field. Sometimes you just got to let that man go and take what you got.
So the mark-off is going to take it right back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll stay second down, but second down and 13.
And so Lockhart with some self-inflicted wounds here continues to move himself backwards after big gains.
And that'll be a handoff to number 4, Malachi Reese, as he tries to go around the right side. Has to double back, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. And that'll be a 2-yard loss, and that'll bring up third down and 15.
Couple of nice stiff arms, but still not able to get much out of that one as they lose yards.
Yeah, not much there for him.
And uncharacteristic. I mean, we have not seen this Lockhart 7th grade A team move backwards very often at all in this season. So San Marcos Miller coming in here to play tonight.
Well, to be fair, a couple of those times they moved backwards was because of their own doing with penalties.
Yeah.
But great job defensively for the Diamondbacks to get Reese in the backfield. 2-yard loss, third down and 15 coming up. Anthony all by himself here on the bottom. And they'll pump fake it. Reese will get the swing pass. And he's going to be brought down at the 46-yard line.
Looked like Reese had a lot of open field to his left, but chose to kind of cut back into the green. He's brought down.
Jumping to catch the pass slowed him down. Mm-hmm. Gave defense a chance to catch up to him.
Oh, if Coach T's walking, I know he's saying, look for the cut back to the outside. I used to have the same thing, and he'd say, the cutback was right there. You got to see it.
So another big fourth down coming up for the Lockhart Lions. 4th and 14. The ball is at their own 46-yard line.
And Lockhart was able to convert a long fourth down in their previous series.
And once again, DeMonte down here at the bottom.
Timeout, Lockhart.
And boys will call a timeout. It'll be the first timeout of the first half. So while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a timeout too, and we'll be right back with more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Meitler Plumbing LLC is the one to call on for your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And we are back from the Lockhart Lion timeout. It is 4th down and 14.
Look, they know exactly what's coming, too.
Yeah, they got safety help over here on the near side as DeMonte's down here at the bottom.
Oh. Good set. Good set.
Yeah, he tells them just stay right there. As long as you don't move forward, we're good.
And then dropping back, throwing deep. That one's going to be overthrown, and that'll be another turnover on downs for the Lockhart Lions. And the Diamondbacks once again come up big defensively. It's been a defensive battle since the last time either team scored.
And it looked like Anthony was looking to maybe run the post route, and Johnson threw the 9 route down the sideline.
So the Diamondbacks will have the ball first down and 10 at the Lion 46-yard line with 2:47 left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter.
And all the damage the Diamondbacks have been able to do to this Lions team has been around the outside with runs from the quarterback. Lions done a pretty good job of stuffing the run up the middle. Diamondbacks also have one long pass to their credit so far in the game that was hauled in by number 5.
So here we go, pistol formation for the Diamondbacks. And it'll be a handoff up the middle, and the Turf Monster will come up with tackle number 1 of the night.
Unassisted?
Yeah, an assisted tackle. It'll be a 3-yard loss.
And that was like the hand came right up from the turf and grabbed him by the cleat.
So 1 tackle for loss by the logo.
2:25 left in the
Take
second quarter.
something I saw last night after we left the game here. It was Halloween, and as we were driving around town, it was cool. Saw a lot of those players that chose to keep their uniform on and go trick-or-treating as football players last night, which was pretty cool.
So dropping back, it'll be quarterback keeper going around the left side. He'll duck underneath 1 tackle, but not another one, the second one, and that'll be a 1-yard gain out there on the far side.
Timeout. San
Jonathan
Marcos.
Acosta finally stopped him for the Lions.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And that was really one of the first times we've seen the Lions take a real good angle on San Marcos's running quarterback. Great job there by a couple of players to take that right angle and cut him off.
And once again, with 2 minutes left to go here in the Shields AC and Heating second quarter, is the Miller Diamondbacks 6, Lockhart Lions 6. It's been a defensive battle since Miller scored late in the first quarter. And they've traded turnover on downs on 3 straight drives. And the Diamondbacks are looking to put some points on the board before they head to halftime. Of course, the Lockhart Lions do receive the second half kickoff as they won the coin toss and deferred for the second half.
Very good crowd here for the Lockhart Lions.
One of the offensive highlights for the night for the Lions was a 6-yard touchdown run by Anthony. And defensively, an interception by Malachi Reese, who set up that touchdown for Anthony. 2nd and 13 coming up. Snap goes back to the quarterback, hands it off to the running back going around the left side. And he's going to slip up as he was trying to make the cutback.
And that's going to bring up 4th down for San Marcos. So unexpectedly, bit of a defensive battle here. Both teams have scored, but since then, both defenses have really stepped up and kind of slowed the other offense down.
Yes, sir. Both the Diamondback defense and the Lockhart Lion defense.
And it's been very difficult to stop this Lockhart Lions offense all season long, so the Diamondbacks doing a great job of it. That's going to bring up 4th down and 8 for the Diamondbacks as the ball is placed at the 44-yard line in Lion territory.
Clock is running. Back to pass.
Dropping back, looking over the middle, scans the field, is going to decide to run with it. He'll tuck it in, and he'll get the 1st down and more.
And he's forced out of bounds by Carlo Rocha.
At the 31-yard line, but nonetheless, that's a big 1st down for the Diamondbacks as they keep possession of the football.
And they had a lot of vertical routes going down the field. Great coverage on the back end by the Lions secondary, but quarterback again with speed, able to find the outside.
Another timeout by the Diamondbacks, and we'll take a timeout too. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 Photo Booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Richie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
And we are back from the Diamondback timeout. It is 1st down and 10 with the ball at the 31-yard line with just under a minute left to go here in the first half. Diamondbacks on the move.
Lockhart defense desperately needs to hold up and keep them out of the end zone here.
Dropping back, throwing deep, and that one's going to be incomplete. That was one of those where the receiver just stopped running.
And quarterback throws up a hope and a dream that he'll get to it somehow. but nowhere near that one. Bring up 2nd down and 10, and also stop the clock on that incomplete pass.
The
51
coach
seconds.
for the Diamondbacks called a timeout even after the clock would stop after the incomplete pass, so they are out of timeouts now. Lockhart does have 2 timeouts left.
I tell you, I was here about 2 minutes after the start of this game, and that was something I noticed from the parking lot. Whoever that Diamondbacks coach is over there, he is loud because I could hear him from when I parked the car out in the parking lot, and he was definitely getting his team going over there on the far sideline.
So 2nd and 10 coming up after the Diamondback timeout. Once again, they are out of timeouts. The clock is at 54 seconds left to go. Dropping back, looking to his left side, and rush coming up right up the middle. And great job by Carlo Rocha with the sack.
And that's both outside linebackers coming hard, Joel Garcia and Carlo Rocha. Garcia kind of gets a shot on him first, and Rocha able to track him down and finish him off. So good job by both outside linebackers putting some pressure. They brought him down in bounds.
Yes.
Why does the clock stop?
Okay.
Coach Lockhart called a timeout.
Okay.
So it had to be Lockhart called timeout. Maybe Lockhart wants to try to get this ball back and have a shot of their own.
All right, so they are down to 1 timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and 19 coming up. So once again, do want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're a Lion fan or a Diamondback fan. Welcome to the broadcast.
And a close game here tonight.
Uncharacteristically close game for the Lockhart Lions, as Coach mentioned earlier, that usually by second half it is a running clock for them, and finding themselves in uncharted territories here tonight, tied at 6-6.
And it'll be good to see how this Lions team answers, as they've not been tested all year.
How they respond, exactly. And this is good for them.
Yes, it is. And all right, here comes San Marcos after the timeout. So the ball's going to be on the 40-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down around 20. We've seen 3 attempts at just chunk up long passes. We'll see. Looks like the Lockhart secondary is going to maybe play just a little bit deeper than they normally do here. Not necessarily a prevent, but definitely giving some space. Only 3 wide receivers this time.
And it'll be a handoff, and they'll roll around to the left side. Got some room to run, but room's going to be running out.
Ooh.
And
good
that'll be
tackle.
a tackle in bounds, and that should stop the
The clock's running. He gave the running clock. So that'll probably do it here for the first half. I don't
unless
think
they hurry up and go. Unless they clock it and they have time for one more play, but they're not set yet.
Yeah, well, and it's actually 4th down now, not 2nd down. They flipped the marker the wrong way.
And they have enough time to snap it. Quarterback drops back, rolls to his right. Got pressure coming from behind. That one's going to be thrown out there. Almost intercepted by Charles Johnson III.
That's the half.
Well, that was a good job there by San Marcos to get to the line and get that snap off quickly. They only had about 15 seconds after that play ended. But that's how the first half will end, tied up between your Lockhart Lions 6 and San Marcos Miller Rattlers 6.
And Miller Diamondbacks.
Or Miller Diamondbacks.
We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back after the Kreitz Market halftime right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, 5th-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Hector. Live your best life for the one you lost. That's what One Ghost is.
Nothing but diamonds around my neck and around my wrist. I'm looking good. Oh, it's a sunny day. Sunny day. It's a sunny day. It's a sunny day and we all got ghetto dreams. Diamond rings. Money.
Smoke Texas Barbecue puts smiles on faces. Since 1900, Kreitz Market has been putting smiles on faces with every bite of Smoke Texas Barbecue. Located off of Highway 183 at 619 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas, fifth-generation owner Keith Schmidt continues the tradition of providing the best barbecue in Texas with its award-winning varieties of beef, sausage, and pork meats. All Kreitz Barbecue is post oak smoked to perfection under Pitmaster Roy Perez's watchful eye in Kreitz Market's hallowed brick pits. Let Kreitz cater your party or event. Kreitz can assemble a complete barbecue dinner and sides for any event in Central Texas. To get a quote on catering, Kreitz Barbecue Catering Manager Weston Black can be reached at 512-398-2361. That's 512-398-2361. Kreitz Market opens 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays from 10:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can find out more about Kreitz Market on their Facebook page or go to KreitzMarket.com. That's www.KreitzMarket.com.
All right, and we're back after the Kreitz Market halftime right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast with the 7th grade A-team district championship game on the line. It is tied up at 6 apiece with the Miller Diamondbacks and the Lockhart Lions. This is their second meeting of the season. Back in September 19th, the Lockhart Lions hosted Miller at the Lockhart Junior High, came out with a victory 39-13. Not so easy today, gentlemen. It's been a defensive battle after the first quarter. Second quarter's been all defense from both sides.
That definitely has been. I'm trying to catch who that is back deep for the Lions. I think it's number 38, Carlo Rocha. Carlo Rocha, another one of our CFPO guys, played CFPO last year.
Yeah, Oliver Martinez getting set to kick the ball away. Tried for an onside kick the first time after the Diamondbacks scored a touchdown, as Ojeda was able to fall on top of it. This one's going to be kicked away, and it'll be fielded by a lineman. Gotta love that. Coming upfield, got room to run.
What lineman?
Still on his feet, headed down to the 30, the 20, the 10. End zone, Lockhart Lion touchdown by number 35, Denham Ford.
That's Denham Ford, and if he's a lineman, I'm an elephant, because he sure did turn on the Jets. Big number 35, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling down the field and putting 6 points on the board for the Lions.
I tell you what, he didn't look like no lineman, right?
They sure didn't. He looked like a fullback, running back. Regardless, that's a touchdown return, a kickoff return for Denham Ford, and that'll put the Lions back on the board. 12-6 over the Miller Diamondbacks.
Give the country boy a touchdown. And I say country boy because you know if his name's Denham Ford, that boy's a country boy for sure.
Oh, yeah, wearing blue jeans and driving a Ford.
This is a big extra point here, Sarge.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
Lockhart missed their first attempt at an extra point.
And then they were fortunate enough to stop San Marcos when they did theirs. So that's what kept the game knotted up. If either team would have been successful, they would have went into the half up.
A big play by Denham Ford. Probably changed the whole complexion of this football game with that play right there. And it's going to be a high snap. It'll be given to Anthony, and Anthony's going to be stuffed in the backfield. So that'll be turned away. The extra point will be turned away, and the score still remains. Lockhart Lions 12, Miller Diamondback 6. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
And welcome back to the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter, as this one started off the second half with a bang with Denham Ford returning the kickoff. I'd say about 75 yards to pay dirt. Extra point conversion was no good, so the Lions will be kicking the ball away. You got to give a couple of shout-outs as we hit the kickoff. Chris Snyder, Nick Stray, Brandon Salinas, Hayden Wilson, Mr. Kent Riddle of Kent Riddle Properties, our main sponsor here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, does the QA for us, making sure that we sound good and look good for all you Lockhart Lion fans out there. And a big hit by Malachi Reese.
Number 4.
And that was number 11 on the return for San Marcos.
Yeah, the Diamondbacks will have the ball first down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Of course, Paul Ancidas tuning in. The 7th grade team win-loss record for the A team is, I believe, 8-0?
8-0, yeah.
8-0.
And they really routed this Diamondbacks team the first time they played. This is really the first time all season that Lockhart's been tested. Probably the first time that they've been anything other than in the lead. I don't even think they've been in a tie situation yet this year.
Yeah, Mr. Richard Mendez from A1 Bell Bonds is watching. Donna Scruggs and Carolyn Barron Leith as well. So the Diamondbacks will have their first possession of the second half after giving up a kickoff return to start the game, or start the second half. It'll be a low snap. They'll hand it off to number 10. He'll go around the right side, and a big face mask coming up. And that's going to be Malachi Reese.
And we saw one of those yesterday that was real similar, where you're just grabbing for something, and sometimes you catch the wrong thing, and that's what Reese did there.
And just like yesterday, he was reaching for the jersey, but the running back cut back inside.
Mm-hmm.
And the there was nothing but face mask there.
And yesterday, Lockhart was on the beneficial side. This time they won't be, as that'll give 15 yards and move the ball out close to midfield for these Diamondbacks. And Lockhart's had quite a few penalties so far in this game, and they have cost them, a lot of them on the offensive side of the ball.
So here we go, first down and 10 in line territory at the 46. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw. Got pressure coming around from the backside. Tucks it in, and he'll run around the right edge before getting knocked out of bounds by number 5,
Good tackle.
Joel Garcia.
Use that sideline.
Yep, secondary doing a great job of covering, but there's one more guy you got to account for on pass plays, and that's the quarterback, and they did that time, did a good job of minimizing.
And another former Lockhart Lion tuning in, James Bubba Torres.
I tell you what, as quick as this quarterback is, I might pull a kid to the sideline and say, you're the spy. You're on him no matter where he's at.
Second down and 8 coming up. Dropping back, looking to pass once again. Got pressure coming right up the middle and having to run again over the right edge. Cuts it back in. He'll pick up the first down before being brought down by number 99, Hunter Schmidt. And I tell you what, number 99 tracked him down from the beginning of the play to the very end. Didn't give up and comes up with a big tackle.
Well, they're using the spread offense to their advantage. They're putting 4 receivers out there running verticals, so you lose both corners and both safeties. And then from then, the quarterback's able to run, and the linebacker's got to account for him, which that's just a mismatch of speed. I have 3 wide receivers again, 2 running backs.
Hand off.
Yeah, hand it off right up the middle. And that's going to go nowhere but backwards.
And great penetration by the 2 Lions right up the middle. That's both defensive tackles coming up the middle. So that's number 59, who I think we decided was probably Josiah Galvan.
Yeah, number 98, Joseph Morrow.
And both those guys coming hard up the middle, getting good penetration.
Got a couple of shout-outs on our YouTube channel. NBA Young Boy says, go Braylon Thomas. Jace, let's go Lions. And also Jace, go Waylon Johnson.
Okay.
That's going to be a low snap, bounces right back to the quarterback, and he's going to scoop it up. He'll come around the left side before he takes it back across the field, and he'll pick up a first down and finally gets chased out of bounds by Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony did a good job to pull up on that. He was coming at full speed, and I know he wanted a big hit, but instead of laying one, he had a smart play there just to lay off there on the sideline.
Came on the way from the backside.
Yeah.
Also on TV.
So yet again, that quarterback run, it's really the only thing that's hurting the Lions. They'll have to figure out some way to get a tether on this fast quarterback for the Diamondbacks.
Oh, yeah, and that's Braylon Thomas, and it's almost like when he makes up his mind, he switches into schoolyard mode and he does his own thing.
Looks like a little Ashton Dickens out there.
Yes. And that'll be a jet sweep coming around the near side. Great job by the line, stretching it from sideline to sideline.
Good job by the outside linebacker, Rocha, to kind of fight through his block and then just keep stretching that down.
Have that.
Yeah, number 19, Eli Jacob, coming up with the tackle.
A little bit of extracurricular after the play, but no flags.
So they'll get that all straightened up. That'll be a 4-yard gain.
And Rattler's threatening. They're now into the red zone with the ball at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 coming up with 4:49 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating second quarter. And another low snap. That'll be a handoff to number 10. He'll get around the edge, and he'll cut it up and into the end zone, and the Diamondbacks tie this one up at 12 with 4:33 left to go here in the third quarter.
And you talked about that extra point being oh so crucial, and we're about to see another one here as they are tied up. So the only way the Lions can keep it tied and not trail is to stop them here on this conversion.
And once again, the Lockhart Lions find themselves in uncharted territories when the previous throughout the whole season, it's been cruise control from this point on.
And we see one of the assistant coaches for Lockhart on the sideline with the whiteboard out. working on drawing something up. Coach Boyd told him, go figure out a way to stop that quarterback. Figure out how we slow him down. I bet that's what he's doing. He's working on a way to get a spy on him.
So the Diamondbacks are going to be lined up, going for the extra point. Snap goes back. It'll be a quick throw out there.
Incomplete.
I picked that
was
ball
very
up.
that was very dangerous to being a backward pass.
I think that was going to be a trick play.
Looked like it might have been a double pass, but it was forward, so he wouldn't have been able to throw the second pass even if he had caught it.
Yeah, so we'll go and keep it right here. And once again, want to remind everybody that tomorrow we have the sub-varsity game of the week as the Lockhart Lions freshmen will take on the Kerrville-Tybee Antlers freshmen as they'll be coming into Lions Field, and we'll be bringing you all that live action starting at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. Of course, the JV time got moved up to 5 p.m. instead of 5:30 at Kerrville-Tybee.
And they're leaving to Kerrville here in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Parents, you'll need to take off at noon tomorrow if you want to get to Kerrville by the start of the game.
And once again, the big game, Friday night, varsity. Winner is in the playoffs in the number 4 spot. And not only is it a big game for the playoffs, this is because of realignment, Lockhart will be moving up to Division I, and Kerrville might be dropping down to 4A. Depends on what their numbers were. This will probably be the last matchup between both teams in a very long time, as that one's going to get past the first guy and away from the Diamondback, and it's going to be recovered by a Lockhart Lion.
And Lions get a lucky break on that one.
Marcelo Garcia coming up with it. That one switched a couple of hands out there.
And, there was a big collective gasp in the stadium as that one bobbled around. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the Shields AC and Heating, the Adam and Sons.
Yeah,
third quarter.
Adam and Sons AC and Heating third quarter. And, of course, mentioning this will probably be the last matchup between Lockhart and Kerrville-Tybee in a long time, and a rivalry that goes all the way back to, I want to say, about 90, 92, 93, Coach?
Yes.
And if you are one of those JV parents and you are going to make it out to Kerrville this Thursday, make sure and find Lions Pride Sports Broadcast on Facebook and shoot us some updates of the score, as we've haven't really had anyone traveling with that JV team this year, or the freshmen when they're out of town.
Yeah, handoff's going to go to Anthony coming around the near side, finds the edge, gets to midfield before being knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line or 48-yard line in Diamondback territory.
Penalty in the backfield.
So another penalty. Holding is going to negate that play.
Ooh. Sarge, I'd like to mention Quentin Branch. He says, let's go Lions. When I was in junior high in 95, 96, we won the district championship. Let's go bring another one home. I remember Mr. Branch. I actually helped coach that football team, and we were a very, very good football team.
And so Lions with another penalty. Kind of more self-inflicted wounds. That's going to bring them back another 10 yards. It'll be first down and 20 from the 32-yard line. Sarge, I want to correct something I said. We've had a scorer all year at freshman games, but we've not had one for the JV.
Right.
Paul Lancita has kept us up to date when JV has been out of town. But if you want to keep us up to date for that JV game this week, feel free to shoot us a message on Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
I got another shout out on YouTube. Let's go Jupiter from Everything Random 22. So that's going to be first down and 20. Low snap. They'll hand it off to Anthony. Once again, coming around the near side. Has room to run. Picks up 10 more yards and more before he's finally brought down at the 48-yard line. Still in line territory.
Good tackle on number 6. He just grabbed an ankle and held on.
And San Marcos has shown they got some speed off the ball. The low snap and exchange is really kind of taking the first step of the play away from the Lions and giving San Marcos the ability to kind of get a beat on Anthony a little bit. We'll see if that center can't get that snap to Johnson up a little bit so they can improve that exchange. New running back comes into the game for the Lions. Anthony will take a breather on the sideline.
Actually, that's going to be Denham Ford in the backfield. I guess he is a running back.
He is now.
I miscalled him as a lineman. He's a fullback or running back for the Lions. So Ford with the big kickoff return for the touchdown to start the second half is in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. Has a defender bounce off him before he drags him for a couple of yards, and he's knocked down himself at the 50. That'll bring up third down and 2 coming up.
And maybe he just became a running back after that big return.
I tell you what, I'm impressed with the Miller defense. They don't hit you high, but they grab you low and hold on.
Mm-hmm. And then they gang tackle. So that's pick up a 2 yard. It's going to give Lockhart a third down and very manageable. Third and called a long 2 here.
As we see Anthony and Wyatt Reed come into the contest.
Big third down here.
That San Marcos coach is pacing and pacing. He is not. You notice he's just always moving, the guy with the boonie hat. He don't stand still. He's got a lot of energy.
Got to get set, guys.
Good job, Coach Boyd, to calm him down, say, hey, we got time. Get set.
And it's going to be a toss to Anthony going around the left side. He'll get the first down and more across the 45-40. Cuts it upfield, and he's finally going to be brought down.
Oh, he fumbled.
He lost the football. And the Diamondbacks have recovered it at the 36-yard line.
Well, Lockhart defense will have to step up here. Last 2 possessions for the Rattlers have both gone in for scores. Or, I'm sorry, the last possession went in for a score.
Got 2:04 left to go here in the Adam & Sons AC Heating third quarter, and the Diamondbacks defense once again comes up big, this time with the turnover. As Anthony comes to the sideline, gets a nice word from the coach, assistant coach down there. Probably telling him just keep your head up, forget about it, we'll get it right back to you. But the Diamondbacks have the ball and are back in business. A low snap, hands off to number 10, going around the right edge. Nice little run, spin move at the 40, gets down to the 42-yard line where he is brought down.
He's got some moves. He's making the first man miss almost every time when he has the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's Van Zant. So that'll bring up second down and 4. Nice 6-yard run by Van Zant.
.124 left in the third quarter.
Clock moving down. That one's going to get past the quarterback, and John Thomas is just going to have to fall on top of that.
And Lockhart gets a lucky break, as that's a loss of almost 10 yards and going to back him up to third down and plus. Looks like it'll be around third down and call it 13 yards.
I thought for sure he was going to pick that ball up and take off.
So 3rd and 13 coming up as we are underneath 1 minute. We'll probably have time for one more play. Unless it's a pass, an incomplete pass, that is.
And Lockhart brings Anthony into the game at corner on the top side. Other corner on this side is Eli Jacob.
Another low snap, and great job by Thomas by scooping it up. He'll come around the near side. Great block on the edge. Giving chase is Anthony, and he'll finally run out of bounds. That's Thomas. Well into line territory at the 38-yard line. That'll be a big first down run.
And actually that was Carlo Rocha that ran him out of bounds finally, along with Joel Garcia as well. But big gainer for San Marcos.
Yes, it was.
Nice run, but I tell you what, great recovery on that one, as that one was about to get past right past Thomas, and Thomas was able to scoop it up with one hand. And once again, turns it into a schoolyard football game and picks up the big first down.
And that deceptive speed continues to work for him.
So here they come, lining up to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for the Diamondbacks.
Handoff.
It'll be a handoff to the running back. Goes up the middle and carries a couple of lines with them for a nice 9-yard run.
That's going to be the third quarter.
And that'll do it as the clock will wind down. So at the end of the Adam & Sons AC&E third quarter, we're still tied up. 12 apiece. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with the War Room Strength Club 4th and final quarter right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
I'm Ross Alexander, founder of the War Room Strength Club. I have been working with individuals and athletes since 2003. I have mentored and worked under the likes of Mike Graham, Bobby Warren, Charles Alston, and first-generation coaches under Mark Ripito. I am also a former two-sport collegiate athlete. I have worked with everyone from those starting their fitness journeys to athletes in collegiate and elite ranks of athletic performance. My ideology is working functional and fundamental strength while also implementing a proactive injury preventative and/or recovery regimen. I hold summer performance camps open for young athletes from 11 years old to the collegiate level. I also take clients all throughout the year at any age and fitness level. Along with a workout program, I also offer services for food intake accountability and meal planning, and also mental and emotional positivity consulting. I look forward to hearing from you. Go Lions.
All right, and we're back for the start of the War Room Straight Club fourth and final quarter. I want to give a shout out to a Miller Rattler fan, Audrey Gallegos Baez. Thank you for tuning in, watching on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, as well as Demetrius Anthony and one Pamela Clay. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Memo's checking in too.
All right.
Of course, y'all got some CFPO teams still in the playoffs, Coach. We'll
Yes,
get
sir.
to them here in a little bit. And Thomas gets the snap, hands the ball off. Going around the left side is number 10. And he'll get the edge and the first down. And the Rattlers continue to move the ball forward.
And it's around the outside every time that they're getting forward progress. The Rattlers are finding their yards outside the hashes and on runs to the outside.
So first yard gain with 7:52 left to go. Well, the Rattlers looking to get their first lead of the game. But still have 27 yards to go.
And Lockhart will be trying to run a player off from the far side. Looks like they'll make it.
Yeah, they'll make it in time. They're still shifting on the offensive side. Thomas gets a snap. It's low. He'll keep it himself. Comes around the near side. Being chased. And great pursuit by Carlo Rocha.
Carlo Rocha was not going to let him get the edge that time, and he did his job perfectly as outside linebacker as he tracks it down and tackles him for no gain, forcing him out of bounds.
So that'll bring up second. Actually, I think he might have lost a yard. That'll bring up second down and 11. That's a 1 yard loss.
And they bring Big Hunter Smith back into the middle.
Taking their time.
You can hear the Lockhart Lion fans really getting behind this defense.
And low snap, hands it off to the running back coming around the near side, breaks through an arm tackle, gets the edge before being knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line, or 24-yard line, excuse me.
That'd be a pickup of 5 yards, 4 yards.
They're going to give them the 23.
And that'll bring up third down and 6 for these Miller Diamondbacks.
Got to play some defense here.
And it'll be 2 down territory for sure, so you got to stop them twice. And if I'm coach here, I'm telling my 2 outside linebackers, contain, contain, contain. Do not let them get outside to the edge.
So here we go, lined up, ready to go, pistol formation. Thomas gets the snap, hands it off to number 10, coming up the right edge, and he'll get across the 20 towards the 14-yard line. That'll be a big first down for the Rattlers.
Yep, first down.
Yep, that'll move the chains. 6 minutes, 25 seconds left to go here in the War Room Strength Club fourth quarter. As they move the chains, the clock is stopped. It'll start again once they're set. And Lockhart being tested here for the first time this year. If you just tuned in to us, the first meeting of these two teams happened earlier in the year with Lockhart coming out ahead of that one. What was the score, Sarge? 39
to 13.
And it's hard to beat a good team twice.
Yes, it is.
Another low snap, hands off.
Same
to
play.
number 10, coming around the right side, and Joel Garcia slowing him down. As Charles Johnson III comes in with the tackle.
And Lockhart is playing well. 3 plays out of 4. It's just that fourth one that kind of continues to get away from him as San Marcos has been able to sustain this drive since they took over in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lockhart Lions getting all they're getting today. As previous scores 35-0, 39-13, 33-0, 20-0, 32-0, 36-6, 42-0 has been the previous scores of their previous games, and here they are 12-12.
So 13, 13's been the highest points they've allowed so far this year.
And that was to Miller, to this very same team. And that'll be a handoff to number 89 going up the middle.
Pull him back.
Yeah, he's carrying a couple of Lions with him, about 4 or 5 of them, and that's going to be enough.
He's really
might
close
have got
to
another
the marker.
first down, yeah.
And they're calling for the
be
down
third
marker.
short.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
So Lockhart could use a big negative play here.
And one thing about the Rattlers is they are chewing up a lot of the clock.
Diamondbacks.
Going around to the outside, cuts it up, and that'll be a big first down. So it'll be first down and go from the 5 for Miller.
And they'll have 4 chances to punch it in. The Lockhart Lions will try to dial it up and keep them out of the end zone.
But once again, Miller is knocking on the door of 6.
And unlike their previous couple scoring drives, this one's been a little bit at a time. Lockhart not giving up anything big on this drive, but unable to slow them down so far.
Referee's talking to the quarterback.
Probably asking him how much time he has left to snap the ball. A
Low
low snap.
Handoff.
Coming around the near side, and Carlo Rocha with a big stop in the backfield. That'll be a 2-yard loss. That'll make it 2nd down and go from the 7.
And number 11 for the Lions slowed him down as well before Rocha was able to finish him off and bring him down.
Timeout, Miller.
Yep. San Marcos will call a timeout.
That'll be their first timeout of the half, and we'll take a quick timeout too, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
LoneStarGridiron.com. Access the complete history of Texas high school football, over 100 years of information, win-loss records, coaching histories, individual stats, records, and more. Lone Star Gridiron, the authority on Texas high school football.
All right, and we're back. As a coach, you got a couple of schedule updates for the CFPO for this weekend's playoff game.
For this coming Saturday, November the 4th, Mighty Mike White, 10 o'clock, Flag Field versus the Brahmas. Pee Wee, 10:30, Field 1 versus the Outlaws. And the Juniors at 2:30, Field 2 versus the Jags White. Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. This is the playoffs for the CFPO Lockhart team, so congratulations for making the playoffs.
Yeah, just a couple games away from the Super Bowl.
And if you've never been over there to watch a CFPO game, it is a great place to go and watch some little guys play football, and they play serious football over there too.
There goes 2nd down and go from the 7-yard line. A low snap. It'll be a handoff right up the middle. Number 10. He'll bounce it out to the outside and into the end zone. Miller takes the lead with 3:29 left to go.
And that time Miller does their work up the middle. They've been outside all day, but he goes through the hole, cuts it to the outside, and gets in for 6 points for Miller to pull ahead of the Lions. So coming up here is going to be a crucial extra point play as they have been so far in this game. Neither team able to get in for an extra point yet so far today. So this one could be really crucial if the Lions can stop them here and then try to get a touchdown of their own. We're down to 3 minutes, 29 seconds, as Sarge said.
Yeah, the Lockhart Lions find themselves for the very first time trailing in a ball game all season long. 18-12 as the Miller comes out. They'll have a receiver to the bottom, 2 up top. Thomas in the backfield with 2 backs. That's a low snap going for the jet sweep, coming around the near side and nothing doing.
Nothing.
And number 35.
Carlo Rocha, once again, he's had that was
Denham
Denham Ford in
yeah.
there. Denham Ford making an impact on both sides of the football as he had the kick return for a touchdown.
And now a tackle for loss. So the score still remained Miller 18, Lockhart 12. And the Lockhart Lions have 3:26 to put this one into the end zone.
And that was huge, them stopping them on that 2-point conversion or 1-point conversion. Such a hard thing to remember broadcasting here in junior high.
Yeah. Let's see if we don't take it to the varsity level and be like, all right, Ocampo's coming in to kick the 2-point conversion.
Exactly.
They're like, what? 2-point?
Well, and I tell you, if I'm a junior high coach and it's 2 points to get an extra point, I'm starting with day 1 of football practice with field goal kicker tryouts. Every kid on the team is going to try to kick it.
And I tell you what, both teams find themselves in unfamiliar territory as Midler has the lead over the Lockhart Lions. The Lockhart Lions down. They lined up on opposite sides for the kickoff and kick return, so now they got to switch over. And back deep is Carlo Rocha to return the kick for the Lions. And right there in the middle is one Denham Ford who returned the kickoff to start the second half. 70 yards for a touchdown.
And they've kicked 2 onside kicks so far in this game. Would not surprise me to see them try a third and just try to seal the deal, as they've gotten close both times as well, but Lockhart has been able to come up with it. And he's not very deep either. Yep,
you're right.
Onside kick, and that's going to take a big bounce. And that one's going to be recovered by Miller.
And there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be offsides. Lockhart catches a huge break as Miller was able to come up with that one. That fan base that's standing cheering on the other side is not going to be very happy here in just a second.
Yeah, they're just barely finding out that they're going to have to re-kick it again.
And the clapping on that side turns to looks of what the heck's going on.
Yeah.
The flag is all the way on the near side. Probably can't hardly see it from that far.
Kids need to move up here.
Yeah. But as they move them back, you move up as well.
So they'll retry it again.
Yeah, you should
be up. They got to move up 5 more yards.
This would be a huge mistake if they don't move up.
Yeah, I think Coach Boyd's telling them.
Yeah, he's getting them up there. Yeah, because essentially you give them a 15-yard buffer if you don't. There they go. They finally get them up.
And here we go. They'll go the other way. And this one will bounce around.
Wow.
And finally it's going to be recovered by the Lockhart Lions. That's going to be Malachi Reese coming up with it.
So the one thing that Lockhart does not get back is the 20 or so seconds that ran off on that original kick. They did not reset the game clock. So Lockhart losing about 20 seconds on those kickoffs due to the penalty. Coach, they should have reset the game clock, yes?
Yes.
And they did not on that one.
It may come back and hurt us.
Yeah, you need every bit of time you can get.
Well, Lockhart does have 3 timeouts. And Lockhart Lions find themselves once again in uncharted territories, having to come from behind.
We'll see if they can get Johnson some clean snaps on this drive. There we go.
Maybe Johnson rolling to his left, tosses it out to Anthony, who makes the catch, comes upfield, crosses the 50-yard line, still staying in bounds. Nice little spin move to stay in. Bounces it out to the outside before.
He's still going.
Still on his feet.
He's still on his feet.
Not even going down, all the way down to the 24-yard line.
DeMonte Anthony putting his team on his back and just refusing to go down as he broke probably 6 tackles on that play. You can hear these Lockhart Lions faithful getting loud.
I'm surprised he didn't step out of bounds, but he stayed in bounds.
No,
what a fantastic run.
They have him stepping out at the 34-yard line, at the 33.
And even before
that's being called by the referee on the other side of the field, though.
The balance that he showed on that play to stay up, stay in bounds, and keep moving forward. And a good job by Johnson, too, just to stay calm as the rush was on and get the ball out to Anthony in the flat.
Had plenty of time to do that. Big thanks to the front line of the Lockhart Lions to give Johnson all that time that he needed. And the clock has started back up, 2:25 remaining. First down and 10 at the 33-yard line in Miller territory. They'll hand it off to Anthony. He'll go right up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after picking up 2.
And Lockhart was looking for the hard count there. They got the jump, but did no snap. So they suffice to keep going and pick up 2 yards.
And the clock's still running.
And Lockhart Lions fans getting loud and proud supporting these boys out there on the field in this district championship game.
Yeah, they still do got 3 timeouts remaining.
We may have to use them here after this one if we don't score.
Yeah, some of the guys kind of waste their time giving each other high fives in the huddle. Ain't got time for that right now.
No, sir.
And rolling to his left, he'll toss it to Anthony. Anthony will find trouble coming around the near side. Has to cut it back, breaks through a couple of arm tackles, still on his feet. Gets across the 30. And
the clock is running. Coach Boyd.
Now he calls it.
Yeah, now he calls a timeout. But great job by Anthony to get the ball all the way up to the 28-yard line.
And it's going to bring up a big 3rd down, 3rd and 5 for the Lions. Obviously, this will be 4-down territory. They'll have 1 minute and 2 seconds left when they come back and snap this ball. The ball will be on the going to be on the 28-yard line.
Yeah, here on the near hash mark.
Parents giving great advice from the stands. Call the play, run the play, they say. Think they'll do just that.
So the Lions are down to 2 timeouts. Miller has 2 timeouts as well also.
A lot of conversation going on before this play.
There we go. Anthony in the backfield, offset to the left side. Man in motion. That's Joel Garcia. And he'll get the handoff. The jet sweep going around the near side. He'll pick up the first down and more. And inside the 20 to the 18.
Coach called it earlier, or you did, Sarge, that they would come back to that play. Joel Garcia had a big gainer for them on that jet sweep earlier in the game. So the clock will stop as they reset the chains.
It looks like they called 2 timeouts and 2 plays in the huddle. And Johnson switching things up.
And Lockhart taking advantage here as the chains are a little bit slow.
It'd be a toss to Anthony coming around the left side. Cuts it upfield, crosses the 10 to the 5.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds, which will stop the clock. And they're going to keep the clock going.
Call timeout.
So they'll call a timeout. And Lockhart Lions will have 1 more remaining. Coach Boyd was thinking he was knocked out of bounds because he was going forward, which should have stopped the clock.
Got to stay in the huddle and stay calm.
And that was out around 40 seconds. So a good 10 seconds run off the clock there. Not only that, Coach Boyd started calling the timeout. It took him another few seconds for them to acknowledge that he's calling a timeout. So that's why he's out there talking to him. The referee did not give the signal whether the clock should keep running or if it was out of bounds.
Yeah, he gave the signal to keep it going.
Did he?
Yeah.
And that'll upset parents just a little bit as they're just looking for a fair shake.
Suddenly everybody's wearing striped shirts.
Uh-huh. And Coach Boyd forced to use that timeout as well. It'll leave Lockhart with only 1, correct? Or was that their last timeout?
No, that's their second timeout. They have 1 more left.
You got to call 2 plays in the huddle, TD. Call 1, and if the The
If it
clock's
doesn't
still
get
going.
it-
You're
Yep.
going to have to clock it, or you have to hurry up and run another play. All this should be worked on during practice.
Well, Coach Boyd bringing them back together to talk to him again.
And you see the sideline trying to get the crowd riled up, get them going on their feet.
I think Coach Boyd's taking advantage here a little bit, saying, well, you want to take extra time not to give me the timeout? We'll take extra time in the timeout.
Well, he's going to go over and talk to the head official, this line judge.
I mean, to be all fair, regardless of what side, what team we're calling, that should have been, the clock should have been stopped on that one.
Yeah, as
he was
Anthony
going.
came down out of
Anthony was
bounds.
going forward when he was knocked out of bounds.
Referees are still talking. It looks like they'll finally get out there. Now they're going to keep having conversation.
Telling the players to get back in the huddle.
Now, I want to make sure that we didn't use 2 timeouts in a row there, which you can't do, but I don't think they did. And look at that. They do reset the game clock to 40 seconds. So after all that, Lockhart forced to use the
There we go.
timeout. They reset the game
I wonder
clock
if they
to
give
40
them back
seconds.
the timeout, though.
And they should. Lockhart should get the timeout back if there was a change by the officials. So technically, Lockhart should have 2 timeouts.
All right, so here we go. 40 seconds left to go. Lockhart Lions knocking on the door of 6. First down and goal to go from the 5. Johnson drops back, throws it right over the middle. That one's going to be caught for a touchdown by number 22, Wyatt Reed.
And that'll tie it up with 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. Lockhart will have their biggest extra point of the year coming up here.
And I tell you what, right now, not even myself, UTD, the coach, or anybody in the stadium knew that ball was going to be going to Reed, except for Johnson, Coach Boyd, and the Lockhart Lions offense.
Yeah.
And Reed made it count, making the catch right in the middle in traffic.
Well, and that's a perfect play call when obviously they are going to be keying on Anthony on that one as he's carried the load for the game. Well, send him out, let him follow him, and throw it right over the middle for 6
Well,
points.
let's see what they call.
Great throw by Johnson, too.
Let's see what they call here.
And there was traffic there, too. That was a beautiful play.
Big conversion play coming up for the Lockhart Lions. Snap will go back. Johnson will roll around to his right side, looking to throw. Throws it into the end zone, and that one's going to be in and out of the hands of the receiver. And that was Reed on the reception, unable to come up with it. So we are still tied with 34 seconds left to go.
And no, we do not have overtime.
And so it can end in a tie?
Yes.
Well, Lockhart will definitely look to onside kick this one if that's the case. They'll probably look to onside kick it and maybe get a play or 2 off. It could come in really handy if they did re-award that timeout back to Lockhart. And this is one of those where you know you're going to onside kick it. They know you're going to onside kick it. I mean, at least I would think,
why
right?
Not? Why
I mean,
not?
if you don't have overtime, it's different if you have overtime. You kick it deep, you let time run out, and then you go into overtime. But knowing that your only chance to probably win this thing is to get the ball back, I think the call would be to onside it.
You said to you, the greatest coaches are always in the stands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And San Marcos doesn't adjust at all. Of course, you know, Lockhart could kick it deep as well.
So here we go as we get set. And it's going to be an onside kick. It'll bounce around, and great job by the up man for Miller coming up with it. That's going to be number 50, Jersey Mayo.
And they didn't run the clock on the kickoff at all.
No, they don't.
So it's untimed?
Yeah, well,
Right,
he's got to catch it and make
And make a move. Yeah, make a football move. And all he did was recover it, but that was a big recovery right there. As we've seen several onside kicks go wild for both sides.
And you got to think Lockhart will drop the safeties a little deeper, the corners a little deeper, and be anticipating San Marcos to probably try to throw the ball, although they've been electric running it as well.
Miller still have 2 timeouts left?
Two timeouts left.
Or 2?
2 timeouts left.
Watch the quarterback.
Yeah, Lockhart will be looking for a turnover here, as they've got quite a few of their guys back deep.
A low snap, dropping back is Thomas. He'll tuck it in and run around the left side. That'll be enough for a first down and more as he gets chased out of bounds, which will stop the clock with 28.1 seconds.
And he'll go out of bounds around the 40. So that's going to be a 14-yard pickup for him. 14-yard scamper. Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to get to the outside on that side. They did not have a receiver out there, so you'd think that your outside linebacker or rolled up corner would be able to get there.
So here comes Miller.
2 receivers this side, 1 on top.
1st and 10, dropping back. Thomas going to roll around to his left side, got pressure,
Ooh.
finds room to run down the left sideline, and finally brought down inside the red zone to the 18-yard line.
Miller calls timeout.
That's DeMonte Anthony with a game-saving tackle right there. Because if he doesn't make that tackle, that's it. Miller scores.
He's going to score.
Well, we're down to 19.5 seconds.
And he's down, TD. Quarterback is down.
It was definitely a hard tackle over there. Looked like both players were kind of a little shaken up right after it.
So while they'll take a timeout, we'll take a quick timeout too. We'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion football right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
No, he's got to come out. He can't go back in.
All right, we'll stay right here. So we're going to come right back.
Yeah.
They'll take a timeout, so we'll take our timeout, and we'll be right back right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Old Pal Texas Tavern, located on the square in downtown Lockhart at 100 East Market Street. From a variety of appetizers, fried chicken, burgers, and salads, Old Pal is the right place for your hunger. We're open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. Our kitchen will be open late for Lockhart Lions Friday Night Lights home games. Old Pal Texas Tavern, cold drinks, fried chicken, and famous smash burgers are perfect for your after-game score. At Old Pals, we are proud supporters of the Lockhart Lions and the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
And we are back from the Miller timeout. They each have 1 timeout apiece. It is 19.5 seconds left to go. The ball is at the 18-yard line. First down and 10.
You got trips over here and you got 1 on top.
Yeah, trips to the near side, 1 up top. Low snap. Quarterback hands it off to the running back. He'll bounce around in the backfield and finally going to be brought down by Malachi Reese.
And inbounds, so they'll either have to
timeout,
get there quick, or call a timeout.
And Miller will call their final timeout with 11.1 seconds.
And that'll probably only be enough for 1 play at this level, and it's going to be, looks like it's going to be 2nd down and around 8, but they'll have to probably score on the next play unless it's a quick and complete pass.
Well, if the quarterback's hurt the way he looks, I would definitely hand it off. I wouldn't run him, risking him.
And it's a good thing they handed it off there, because Lockhart didn't adjust to the trips they had out here, and it looked like you had 2 guys going to have to cover 3 there for a second.
This looks like they're trying to do what Piper did to us last week, to spread you out and run the quarterback.
And it comes down to this last couple 11 seconds here for the district championship.
Thomas in shotgun formation. Trips up top, lone receiver here at the bottom.
Timeout.
And a timeout's going to be called by Lockhart. So that'll be their 3rd and final timeout. So both teams are out of timeouts.
I think Coach Boyd wants to make sure whichever side they put that trips on, that our boys know to adjust to that side. As they're obviously trying to move them around, maybe trying to create some imbalance or get some less guys on the wide side of the field.
My guess would be as much as Thomas has run the ball very well, put trips up on the
left
other side
and run to the wide
right.
side. Yeah. I would do the same.
Or put him down here on the right side, run to the left, or put him on the left or run to the right. He's had great success running the football.
but he is hurt, so we'll see.
If you're Lockhart, you just want to bring him down in bounds.
So now we come out of the Lockhart line timeout.
And both sides fans getting loud, getting proud, getting behind their team.
Van Zandt in the backfield with Thomas. You got Trips up top. Still trying to get it all set up there.
They're not set.
Van Zandt in motion.
Quick
Swing
screen.
pass out to Van Zandt towards the left side. And he's going to be brought down behind the backfield, and the clock's going to run out.
And that will do it. And this game will end in a tie. And you'll have co-district championships, co-district champions between the Fighting Lockhart Lions and the San Marcos Miller Diamondbacks.
What a game.
Yeah, what a game. As we said, it's first time this Lockhart team was tested this year, and they did great in the face of adversity, able to come back after being down for the first time to tie the game back up at 18. And that's where the score will stay.
As we do have an injured player on the field, as Lockhart Lions already lined up at the 50.
And so while we wait for them to attend to that player, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back here in just a moment with the Kreitz Market postgame show.
If you find yourself stuck on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since its inception in 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery services for your vehicle. We also offer a wide range of services such as lockouts, jump starts, tire change, wrench outs, and environmental hazard cleanups. We have 4 locations that cover Kyle, San Marcos, Hulen, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away for all of your towing needs.
And we are back, and we go right into the Kreitz Market postgame show. There is no overtime, and we have co-district champions, Lockhart Lions and Miller Diamondbacks will share that honor. As you see, the Lockhart Lions in midfield. This game will come to an end in a tie, 18-18.
Well, the only thing a tie is good for is when you have to wear a suit. Other than that, I do not like them.
I would like to see an overtime for them to talk about it next year, and maybe put that into it. And but great game, great game.
They don't do it for the JV and freshmen, so they definitely won't do it for junior high.
Sure.
No, but it's a district championship, Coach. Why
Right.
not?
Yeah, but
right.
That's UIO.
So once again, that's going to do it for us, and we do come to the portion of the game.
Our Kreitz Market post-game show.
Yeah, Kreitz Market post-game show where you have a Kreitz Market offensive player of the game and your One Goes Fitness defensive player of the game. We'll go and start on the defensive side of things, and you want to hand that over, TD?
Yep, on the defensive side of football, your One Ghost Fitness defensive player of the game is Carlo Rocha from his outside linebacker position. Carlo did a great job all night, securing many number of tackles and really keeping his side contained very well and doing a great job at his outside linebacker position. So your One Ghost Fitness defensive player of the game is Carlo Rocha.
Coach?
Rocha, great job, man. Fantastic job. He was all over the field. This young man has a tremendous future, man. He's going to be a heck of a football player next year. Congratulations, young man. Keep up the good work.
All right, yeah, and we'll go to the other side of the football. We'll go with your Kreitz Market offensive players of the game. It's going to go to number 28, DeMonte Anthony. And for his big kickoff return, I guess we could say special teams will go into offense. Number 35, Denham Ford. So congratulations, DeMonte Anthony and Denham Ford. Coach?
Great job, both of these young men. A great kickoff return to keep us in the ball game. And, of course, Anthony did his usual job of great job of running the football. And he also got to play a little defense today, but good job on offense. Congratulations, both young men.
Oh, yeah. I really like what I saw from DeMonte Anthony. We talked about him yesterday. He's a freak of nature when it comes to athletic ability, and he showed it here in the second half, breaking through several arm tackles and picking up big yardage when Lockhart really needed it. and he came through in the clutch when they called on for him. And great job by Anthony. And Dylan Ford, what can I say? When you see a big man rumble down the field on a kickoff for a touchdown, you got to give him an honor. You got to give it to him.
Speed for the size. He's not just a big man kind of getting lucky. He definitely has some speed. And just want to say, all in all, at the end of this game, I'm really excited for the future of Lockhart football, not just next year and the year after, but for many years to come. As this 7th grade class, they're 5 years away from being seniors at the high school. And one of the things that excites me is just the number of kids that they have participating, both on this A team that we saw tonight and the B team that played last night. They are bringing depth with them. The 8th grade class is pretty big as well. But also, Mr. Denham Ford, it's been a little while since Lockhart Lions have had a big running back.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested.
I think the last one was one Curtis Hawkins, who did a fantastic job as being the big man behind the line of scrimmage.
And so I'd be interested to see if, as this class moves forward, if him and Anthony kind of become the thunder and lightning, 1-2 punch for the Lions as they progress through the next couple grades. But ton of talent on this 7th grade A team, and look forward to watching these guys play next year in the 8th grade as well.
Yeah, and what I liked about this team, they're going to learn a big, valuable lesson. Yeah, they came out with a tie, but they faced something that they hadn't faced all season long, and it's having to play from behind and being challenged throughout the whole football game, where, as Coach mentioned, after halftime, it's been cruise control for this Lockhart Lion football team. They had to fight back and fight adversity as they were down for the very first time and able to come back, and that's one thing that this team is going to learn from this moment on forward is when you're down, you never give up. You keep fighting and fighting to the very end. And I'm very proud of this football team for not giving up when they were down, because they're not used to being down. Yep. But now they know what it feels like. So these guys are going to be a lot stronger when they come back to play next year for 8th grade football. So once again, co-district champions, Lockhart Lions and Miller Diamondback. Congratulations to both teams. Well-played football game as it finishes in an 18-18 tie. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. We'll be back on the air tomorrow night with the 5:30 kickoff time, 5:15 with the Kreitz Market pregame show for the freshman football game between the Lockhart Lions and the Kerrville Tybee Antlers for the sub-varsity game of the week. I want to ask for myself and Miller Sarge Juarez, TD Tom Dunn, the coach Amado Galvez, our cameraman Jacob Reyna, and our QA Kent Riddle. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. And like I always say, you can take the line out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports, brought to you by Kent Riddle Properties on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!